I'm Zaid, and I'm one of the co-founders of 247 Fulfillment. 247 Fulfillment is a third-party logistics provider based out of Toronto, Canada, and we help brands store their inventory and ship orders to their customers. So a couple of years ago, I was studying to get into med school, and I was pursuing a master's degree in pharmacology at the University of Toronto. I realized it wasn't really for me. At the same time, my brother was dabbling in e-commerce. He was doing quite well. And so I decided to leave the master's degree, learn from him, and launch an e-commerce business. After that, I noticed that the 3PL provider that we used to use in the United States didn't really do as well of a job as I'd liked. And so we decided to pull back all the inventory and try shipping ourselves. We started shipping for myself, but quickly the volume was too much for that space, and we decided to lease a 2,000 to 3,000 square foot warehouse. With myself as the first client, we used some of the profits as the first client to build out a little bit of the infrastructure, if you want to call it that, some racking, some employees. And then we decided to reach out to some other e-commerce companies, see if they wanted a similar service. So after some cold emailing and some cold calling, we managed to get a handful of clients that pushed us out of that 2,000 square foot facility in about a year to a 17,000 square foot facility. From there, very quickly, about another year in, we ended up moving to our current facility, which is this 50,000 square foot warehouse, which I don't think will be in very long. In the early days, we used to run off of ShipStation and pen and paper. Quickly realized that wasn't a viable option, especially at scale, because even at, I think it was something like 50 orders a day, we were making 1 to 2 mistakes. And if we had any hopes or aspirations to scale, that wasn't going to be okay. And so our primary goal is to make sure that our clients trust us with their orders. That is, if they give us 500 orders a day, they expect all 500 to go out quickly, efficiently, and accurately. And if we wanted to do that, we couldn't rely on pen and paper. We were speaking to a prospect who had a little bit of previous experience with ShipHero, and one of his stipulations was that we run on ShipHero. So we decided that's what we were going to do. I'm glad we did, because it was a great decision for us. ShipHero has allowed us to scale, and slowly we started implementing more and more features to help our warehouse run a little more efficient. I'd describe ShipHero as the brains of our operation. I think in warehousing and e-commerce fulfillment, specifically, efficiency is the name of the game. And what ShipHero has done allows us to standardize a lot of those tedious processes, from picking and packing to sorting and put away, so that all we have to focus on is delivering an awesome client experience. One of the most important features that we have running here at 247 Fulfillment is multi-warehouse allocation, or MWA, in ShipHero. And what that basically allows us to do is to plug into an existing 3PL network for a brand and be another node in their supply chain. A lot of brands, when they start out, they like to target the US as their primary market, and the next logical step is to expand into Canada because it's so close. Now, if you're running on a completely different software, that requires completely different integrations, an entire setup for kits and bundling and automation rules. What ShipHero allows us to do with MWA is to simply plug into their existing warehouse network to make it seamless for the customer. Logistics is a very tough industry. You're going to be constantly facing problems that you've never encountered before. One of the things I've found very powerful as a side benefit of running on ShipHero is the community around ShipHero. Lots of 3PL operators use ShipHero as the brain of their operation. And so being able to tap into that existing network, ask for tips and tricks on how to set things up or how to optimize certain things has been really beneficial to 247. Another more direct benefit of running on ShipHero is clients love it so much that they demand it from the 3PL they want to move to. And so when we have relationships with other 3PLs in the United States and their clients are looking for Canada, we can simply plug in via MWA. They love the software, they know the layout, and we can just deliver an awesome experience for the customer. I would say if you are hesitant about making the jump to ShipHero from your previous order management system and you're serious about scaling your business, because many people are not, then you need to make the jump and make the investments in your software, just like you would invest in your racking and your materials and your labor. This will be the force that drives efficiency in your business. And as a warehouse operator, you're juggling lots of different things every single day. Last thing you want to be worrying about is your software breaking down on you or you making mistakes in the picking and packing and the order management process. We get a lot of referrals specifically for international customers that want to expand into Canada. And I think it's for three main reasons that we really champion here at 247. Cost savings, of course, transparency. The third thing that we find that we think is very important is hitting SLAs. Something as simple as delivering on what you promised the client can set you apart from 99% of the competition. We take that seriously. One of the most important tools in our stack is ShipHero when it comes to lowering cost per package. And the cost per package is how much it costs for us to get a shipment picked, packed, and shipped outside the door. The cheaper we can get that, the better cost savings we can offer for our customer. And the way we lower our cost per package is by leveraging the technology in our stack. Boring things like optimizing your warehouse layout to dynamic slotting and optimizing your replenishment and your processes all come together to drop the cost per package. And when we do that, we're able to offer the cost savings to the customer. On the other hand, the second major cost when it comes to your packages is your shipping cost. That's how much do you pay your UPSs and FedExs and USPSs to take package to the end customer. By rate shopping at the packing stations, we can compare all the different carriers according to the address and the specific package in order to offer our customers the cheapest and most efficient way to get their package to their customers while still hitting the delivery promise. When it comes to transparency, a lot of clients, especially if they haven't worked with a 3PL before, are a little bit worried about how the process is going to go. They're handing over their most important asset to their business, their inventory, and they're afraid they're not going to have any transparency into what's going on in the warehouse. How's it being handled? Where's it being stored? How's it being packed? One of the best benefits of having ShipHero as our WMS is the customer is able to log into their online portal and get a complete view into what's going on in the day-to-day. Who's packing your order? How much did the label cost? How many orders are left to get out? Are we hitting SLA? We really pride ourselves on offering our customers full transparency into the warehouse process so they can feel more comfortable with us as their 3PL. Now, all this doesn't matter if you don't hit your SLA. You can save your clients thousands of dollars. You can be as transparent as you want. If you're not getting the packages out the door, it doesn't really matter. And so, while we like to offer the cost savings and the transparency, the most important part is we're able to hit our SLAs day in and day out. And so the third most important thing that we offer our customers is the full confidence that you get us the orders, they're going to go out on the time that we promised you. We leverage tools like a powerful WMS and ShipHero, as well as processes and SOPs to make sure that everything goes out on time and our customers stay happy. Cost savings, transparency, and we deliver on what we promise.